What is up, and welcome to No Cap MMA. This weekend we got a pretty damn good pay-per-view. After some weak cards, we finally got something to look forward to. So let's jump into it, and I'm going to give my thoughts and predictions on this card. So first up on the card, we have Andrea Lee versus Miranda Maverick. I've actually been kind of back and forth on this one. I don't know why I feel like Andrea Lee could get it done. She has decent power for someone in the flyweight division, but ultimately, I will be going with Miranda Maverick. Andrea Lee just gets taken down too much recently, and that's Maverick's bread and butter. And, sometimes she doesn't look the best against Jasmine Judavicius, but I think she'll be able to get this one done by unanimous decision. Next, Val Woodburn versus Oban Elliott. I'm going to go with Oban Elliott. I really liked his performance on the Contender Series. He got hurt early, but really dogged it out, got his grappling going, and was very aggressive. Val Woodburn got smoked by Bo Nickel, and I just didn't like the fact that he got smoked, the fact that he didn't have anything else to offer. I know he took it on short notice, but I just like the grit of Elliott more, and I think he will be able to get it done. All right, now we got Josh Quinlan versus Danny Barlow, another Contender Series guy. And I will be going with the undefeated Danny Barlow. Once again, he had a really good performance on the Contender Series. And Josh Quinlan, I feel like, got exposed in his last fight. He's kind of a one-trick pony. He throws big power shots, and if he can't land it, I don't think his skill is up to the level of a Danny Barlow. So I think Danny Barlow will get it done with the better striking to a unanimous decision victory. Ming Yang Zhang versus Brenson Ribeiro, another Contender Series guy. Good God, it's a Contender Series card. And once again, I will be going with the Contender Series guy, Brenson Ribeiro. He had an amazing debut on the Contender Series. KO'd, I think it was Bruno Lopez, was a big underdog. Lopez is the LFA light heavyweight champion, and he smoked him in a round. That win alone is better than anything Zhang has done, so I think he will win by KO. Moving on up, Rinya Nakamura versus Carlos Vera. I do think the undefeated Rinya Nakamura will beat Carlos Vera. Carlos Vera on the Ultimate Fighter showed that he had a problem with the grappling. He got out grappled, he couldn't get back up, and Nakamura's got really good wrestling, really good control. So I expect him, I could see him getting a finish, but I could also see him just out-grinding him, out-wrestling him to a decision win. But I do think Nakamura is going to get it done. Marcus Rogerio de Lima versus Justin Tafa. I'm going with de Lima. I think he's just such a good veteran. He's very well-rounded. He's fought everybody. He can grapple. He's a good striker. He's got power. He got good leg kicks when he beat Waldo Acosta Cortez. Chewed up his legs. Mixed in the grappling. And Tafa hasn't fought anyone to the level of de Lima. He's got power, but he can be beaten in a decision. He got beaten by Jared Vanderaa and Carlos Felipe in a decision. I just think de Lima's too experienced. He got smoked by Derek Lewis, but that's Derek Lewis, man. He's one of the most explosive guys in the division, and hit him with a flying knee like 10 seconds in the fight. So I think he'll be able to get it done and beat Justin Tafa to a decision victory. All right, now we got Amanda Lemos versus Mackenzie Dern. This one's pretty straightforward. Amanda Lemos by KO. Mackenzie Dern does not have good striking. She's never had good striking. She doesn't have great takedown accuracy. She fails a lot of her takedowns. I think Amanda Lemos will be able to stuff them, and she's a way better striker. And Dern leaves her chin open, and I just see her getting cracked. Anthony Hernandez versus Roman Kopylov. I am going to be going with Kopylov. His striking is so slick. His kicking game is really good, and I think that's going to help him in this fight. Hernandez is really open to body shots, and I think Kopylov's going to do that. He got a KO his last fight against Josh Fremd by a body shot KO. I just think he's better. I think he'll be able to stuff the takedowns early, and Hernandez is too hittable in those early rounds. He was getting beat up by Edmund Shahbazyan in the early round. He got smoked by Kevin Holland a while back. I think he's too open in that first round, and Kopylov is going to download his data like the big Piotr Jan that he is. By the time Hernandez is going to try to get anything going, Kopylov is going to already figure out what he's going to do, and I think he will finish him with strikes in the second round. Next up, we have Merab Dvalishvili versus Henry Cejudo. I will be going with Merab. I just don't see any way Cejudo can get this done. The cardio of Merab is absolutely insane. The only way somebody's going to beat Merab is if they're KOing him. They're just not going to beat him by decision, and I don't see Cejudo KOing him. I don't see him being able to out-wrestle him. I do think Merab is going to win this one and then probably get a title shot next. I see him winning by decision. Next up, Jeff Neal versus Ian Machado Gary, everyone's favorite cuck. I am going to be going with Machado Gary. Jeff Neal has got big power, and when he's on, he is on, but he struggles against tall, rangy guys. We've seen this time and time again. He struggled with Neil Magny. He struggled with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. He struggled with Shavkat Rakhmonov. And Ian Machado Gary is a big, rangy striker. And I think he's going to frustrate Neil. I think he's going to beat him up. And I think he will win by decision and make the MMA community mad. But it is what it is. All right. In the co-main event, Robert Whittaker versus Paulo Costa. I am going to be going with Paulo Costa. I think Robert Whittaker, when it's a technical battle, he's really good, but he has a problem with bully styles. I think Robert Whittaker struggles with a bully style, and Paulo Costa is a bad matchup for him. He's going to be walking forward, landing big shots. He doesn't have the KO power of a Dricus du Plessis or Yoel Romero, but just look at the way they fought Yoel Romero. Robert Whittaker was very timid, very hesitant, not wanting to get hit by those big bombs, and Paulo Costa was able to walk Yoel Romero down, eating his shots like it was nothing. I think Paulo Costa's body work is really going to do him well. Robert Whittaker likes to be in the driver's seat, and when he's not, things get a little hectic. I mean, even Darren Till took him to a very, very close fight. So I think Paulo Costa will get it done either by like a second or third round TKO or a decision win. All right. In the main event, Alexander Volkanovski versus Ilia Topuria. I am going to be going with Ilia Topuria, first round KO. I think Volk is taking this fight way too soon after his KO loss against Islam Makhachev. Ilia's got the momentum. Volk is getting older. I think he will be hit. I think Ilia will catch him and put him away. Big thing for me is that Volk is taking this too soon. You know, he was so clearly not in shape against Makhachev in the second fight. Took it on 7 days' notice, and you could tell. And now he's rushing a comeback to 145. Like, he didn't look good. He didn't look healthy against Makhachev in the second fight. He looked chubby. Now you're going to deal with the speed of featherweight. So yeah, I do think we are going to get a new champion, Ilia Topuria. But yep, that's my video for today. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please feel free to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video.